Good day everyone. Today we will continue discussing essential topics about media and information literacy. We will be using again, review and discuss the learning activity sheets as provided by DepEd to the students in senior high school. So, are you ready now? Let's get it on!
Welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Mon. Sir Mon.
Okay, let's proceed. Our previous competencies are about describing how communication is affected by media and information, identifying the similarities and differences of media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy, and identifying characteristics or describing responsible users and competent producers of media and information. Okay? For this week, our competencies will be for you to be able to explain how the evolution of media from traditional to the new media shape the values and norms of people and society. Okay? Let's proceed then. Okay, today we will examine the technology or resources available during the pre-industrial age, the industrial age, the electronic age, and the information or today's digital age. We'll take a look at the devices used by people to communicate with each other, store information, and broadcast information across the different ages. Okay, so let's go on. Starting it is the pre-industrial age. This is the time before the 1700s, where people discovered fire, developed paper from plants, and forged weapons and tools with stone, bronze, copper, and iron. Okay, so with the help of Google, we can see from the picture how media and information have evolved throughout history in a way faster than many have anticipated. Exactly. Very interesting. Example forms of media during that time include the following: cave paintings, 35,000 BC, clay tablets in Mesopotamia, 2,400 BC, papyrus in Egypt, 2,500 BC, Acta Diurna in Rome, 130 BC, Codex in Mayan region, 5th century, and the printing press using wood blocks, 220 AD. Okay? So, with the help of Google again, we can search that the oldest known cave art was made by Neanderthals, not humans, according to the site. It is said that Neanderthals are an extinct species or subspecies of archaic humans who lived in Eurasia until about 40,000 years ago. Let's leave it to the scientists to explain why Neanderthals are not considered humans. Okay? So again, from Google, Acta Diurna, also called Acta Populi or Populi, Acta Publica, and simply Acta or Diurna in ancient Rome was a sort of daily government gazette, some sort of a bulletin board containing an officially authorized narrative of noteworthy events in Rome. Okay? So, very interesting. Now, let's go to the next age, the industrial age, 1700s to 1930s. People used the power of steam, developed machine tools, established iron production, and the manufacturing of various products, including books, through the printing press. Okay? And example forms of media, of course, would be printing press for mass production during the 19th century, newspaper, the London Gazette in 1640, typewriter, 1800, telephone, 1876, motion picture photography, or the projection, 1890. Commercial motion pictures, 1913. Motion picture with sound, 1926. Telegraph and punch cards. Okay, so you would notice first the motion pictures without sound. So if you remember the silent movies, as they say it, and then later on in 1926, they have the motion picture now with sounds. Okay, so there you go. Google helps us appreciate how this equipment look like. Okay, so you have the telegraph, telephone, typewriter, etc. Now the next age is the electronic age, 1930s to 1980s. This is the time of the invention of the transistor, ushered in the electronic age. People harnessed the power of transistors that led to the transistor radio, of course, electronic circuits, and the early computers. In this age, long-distance telecommunication became more efficient. Okay, so example forms of media during that time would be transistor radio, television in 1941, large electronic computers, EDSAC in 1949 and UNIVAC 1 in 1951, mainframe computers, the IBM 704 in 1960s. These mainframe computers would probably look like the big refrigerators, okay? The big two-door refrigerators that you see in movies, okay? Then personal computers, the Hewlett-Packard in the 9100A in 1968. Apple I started production in 1976. IBM PC, the original, started in 1981, although later on there are already clones, okay? And LCD projectors. Okay, there you go. Some of the pictures to appreciate what they look like. So look at the computers here. So you see how big they are, okay? Wow, they are huge indeed. Okay, so the information age is the next one. 1900s to the 2000s now. The internet paved the way for faster communication and the creation of the social network, the one that you are enjoying right now, kids. People advanced the use of microelectronics with the invention of personal computers, mobile devices, and wearable technology. There you go. Fitbit. Moreover, voice, image, sound, and data are digitalized. We are now living in the information age. Okay? So example forms of media during this time are social networks. We have Friendster in 2002, Multiply in 2003, Facebook in 2004, Instagram and Twitter. Blogs, we have Blogspot in 1999, LiveJournal as well. WordPress in 2003. We have web browsers, Mosaic 1993, Internet Explorer 1995, Opera 1995, Safari 2003, Firefox 2004, and Google Chrome in 2008. We have microblogs, Twitter 2006, Tumblr 2007. And for video, we have YouTube in 2005. Okay, you are lucky you were born during this time. Okay, more example forms of media still include social networks like Friendster in 2002, which is no longer around, Multiply 2003, Facebook, still we have it, 2004, which is a subject of several controversies lately, Instagram, Twitter, Blogspot, LiveJournal, WordPress, web browsers. Okay, I think I repeated many of them. Okay, so now let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the roles. The images of in this slide, class. I want you to look at the images. Can you identify most of the logos? Or probably you can identify all. Well, if you can identify most of the logos, then you definitely belong to this information age. If not, edi wow. Okay, so let's take a look at the roles and functions of media in a democratic society. The first one, as a channel to provide opportunities for people to communicate, share ideas, speculate, tell stories, and give information. Media is a tool that educates the society in different fields. Okay? In different field. Well, must be a wrong spelling. Watchdog exposes corrupt practices of the government and the private sector, creating a space wherein the governance is challenged or scrutinized by the governed, which is the people, of course. It also guarantees free and fair election. So, as you see, if you make a comment which is not necessarily against, but rather a comment against, or you see something that is not good about what's going on around in the society, well, you are basically becoming a watchdog. Okay? As a resource center, acts as the gateway of information for the society's consumption, of course. Also, it becomes a keeper of memories of the community, preserver of heritage, and source of academic knowledge. You see, this is very important, especially in this time of pandemic, okay, that the information should be scattered to all the people, not only to the few. And as an advocate, through its diverse sources or formats, it bridges the gap of the digital divide. Okay, take note, the digital divide. If you don't know what it means, better search it. The evolution of media with its roles and function has shaped the values and norms of the people, affecting their different aspects: physical, social, behavioral, and emotional. Okay? Again, class, check your LAS. Activity sheets are given to all students. You are expected to work on the activities independently and to return them before prescribed deadline. See you all next session. You can do your activities through our online links. Just watch out for more announcements in our online class. Keep safe, everyone. Bye-bye.